Whitney, if you don't
Hey,
take
hey, hey. Welcome to Sisters in Lit and Life, where we discuss the lit we read and life. I'm Layla,
I'm Rayn.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Shannon.
and this week we are back from our Thanksgiving break with some
Yes.
Shanora Williams. Some Shanora Williams, you guys. Book 2, Wicked Ties.
Yay! We've
Yeah,
been waiting.
yeah.
Been waiting. How long did we have to wait for the second one? It wasn't too long.
It was about 6 months. A year.
Was it a year? I don't know.
It couldn't have been a year because
Nah, it wasn't no year.
because I read. I mean, it could have been a year.
It could have been.
No.
I feel like, no, this is the year of fantasy. Because it had to have been this year because this is my year of fantasy and it would start with Vicious Bonds. So
Okay, Vicious Bonds. Wicked Ties came out in November 16. What you call it? And Vicious Bonds came out February 9th.
and we did it not too long after that came out.
I can say that ain't when it was read.
Nah, I think we read that in like April. Because it was
we
like
did
right
the-
around.
Because I read it. I mean, I didn't know y'all in February.
I think we read it like we read it before, and then we told y'all to read it.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
So I guess I'll do the quick recap.
Oh, yes. You
gotta
no,
you gotta do the recap of Vicious Bond first, and then we do.
Okay, so Vicious Bonds, essentially the first book in the was it the
Wicked Ties series?
Wicked
What
Ties
is it?
trilogy?
Tethered.
Tethered. Yeah. We meet Willow and Kaz, and they're two different realms of wherever. And Willow's a black girl chilling in America, struggling, getting day by day. Her brother's been missing and she hasn't been able to find him, so she's really struggling through life. Then we have Kaz, who's in a whole nother realm or dimension, and he is like the what is he, a king or some kind of
monarch
person. Monarch. He's a monarch. And they end up hearing each other's thoughts, and it's of him about to kill himself essentially, and she's like no, and they have this tether. So throughout the entire first book, it's really about her going into his world in Vakeli and finding all of these things that she didn't know about life, I guess, about Earth and different realms and stuff. She's all new to this. So she meets Kaz. Basically, they hate each other at first. They can't stand each other. It's an enemies to lovers. And they're trying to figure out their tether. And then also, like, there's an enemy named Decius, right? And he's pulling strings, but we don't know about him because it's like somebody close to him that is basically like using him the whole time. It's like his great uncle or somebody. And at the end of the book, eventually we turn out the great uncle is the bad guy, and he ends up being Decius, is like body soul person, and he puts him in like this cold stupor, I guess you could say. So that jumps us into book 2. We leave right where we start from Vicious Bonds and Wicked Ties, and we come to Willow trying to figure out how to get Kaz out of this cold stupor or whatever, and because Decius has his mind. And so Willow basically goes to all these different like healers, and what are they, like, I don't know, people who use shit. Yeah. And she figures out, okay, so if basically I'm going to absorb some of this negative energy into me and get him out of here. And then they travel back to Earth. And what's crazy is, like, I remember when we were doing predictions back in Vicious Bonds about where this book was going to go, I remember us saying they're going to come to Earth. They're going to. So they come to Earth, right, so that they can kind of try to get away from Decius, because he's trying to use Kaz's power to take over the world, or Vakeli at least. And so they come to Earth, and Kaz is from a different world, all different. So his experience on Earth is hilarious. I cannot stop laughing at all the scenes of him.
My God.
Everything. Him talking about cell phones, him going to Target was the funniest shit in the world to me. So we go through like that, them trying to basically find answers on how to defeat Decius while they're in Earth, because he has
First of all, it's irritating me. His name is Decius.
Decius. Thank you. It's like in the book I kept calling him Decius, and then I heard it and it was like Decius. What is it? How do you say it? You know, I'm a bad pronouncer. Decius. So they're trying to figure out how to kill Decius in Decius.
Just call him D.
I'm calling him D.
Just call him D.
They're trying to kill D. And they're trying to get all the research and figure out what's going on and trying to find portals and all this kind of stuff. So the whole time they're trying to do that, they also stumble across different things like the different regals they find, like Cora. She's actually in America on Earth.
You gotta explain what a regal is. What's a regal?
Bitch, I don't even know what a regal is at this point, because there's regals and then there's the council and then which one is...
See, that's why I had to go back. I had to go back and read Mrs. Bond from the very beginning, because I was like, hold on, there was so much stuff that I missed while, so consumed by the book. Okay. So basically, like, the regals are like their gods. They're the ones that created all of the human beings in.
Shannon explained this the last time. I remember this. I'm like, you know what? She explained it the last time. Yep. Go ahead. Continue.
I was in this book. Okay. They're all they created all the people in was it Vakili? Yeah. Okay. So basically they're gods. Right. They're the gods. And so under the gods is I think it's the council. The council. And the council is supposed to be the ones basically to keep everything in order. Okay. And then you have the gilded ones, which are like a part of the regal, but it's kind of like descendants. And then you have the tethered and all the ones that the regal created. Like, they created cold tethers. What's her name? Cora's the one that created the cold tethers. What's the other one that they went to go see that Cora sent? Hessa. Hessa created her own, basically like the Amazonians, like Wonder Woman and them. It's a whole bunch of women that don't want to have nothing to deal with nothing. They live on the island all by themselves and they procreate all on their own.
Yeah.
So that's
the regal island just by yourself.
They gets it done.
Yeah, what they say, they lick and suck. They lick and suck all over there by themselves.
You know what? Okay, clearly I did not read the book, obviously, because when you said that, I'm thinking asexual. I'm like, that ain't no fun. But okay, that's
no. He told Hessa told them they lick and suck. They service. And they go and do this whole water bath situation, and that's how they procreate. And
well, that is
they live on by themselves.
It was an asexual situation. I don't want to do nothing by myself.
No, they be getting it in with the other getting ins over there on that island. No men, and they kill all the men that venture out.
Yep,
up over there. So it's just like the Amazonian.
Amazonian.
Yeah,
I got that one right.
So continue on.
Okay. So we go through them trying to figure out how to kill D. So they I gotta call him D. So we get to the point where they even find this man who's like in a psych ward because his person that he was engaged to disappeared in some portal in the middle of the woods or the rainforest or whatever. So they go see him and they get some clues from him. So basically their whole time on Earth is just like finding breadcrumbs and clues about how to kill D. So then D, he eventually figures out where they are and he starts to use the people and animals, I guess, around them to try to kill them. So the first, he becomes a snake and he takes over the snake and he tries to kill Willow in the bathroom after they just got no fucking. Ooh, it was lovely. The spicy scenes in this book.
was spicing.
Top notch. Like at first I was like, okay, the Vicious Bonds only had really like one or two because it was towards the end. They had the world building and stuff. I feel like chapter 4 or 5, we was in it. He done popped her butt on that bathroom vanity, and he was going to town. I said, holy moly, let me.
That like a good vanity.
Listen, did y'all listen to the audio?
I didn't. I read it.
Y'all gotta go back and listen to the audio because, like, just listen to the sex scenes and just him when he was talking to Garrett and just all of that. I was like, what?
Yep.
I'm in love. Kaz is that dude.
Kaz is that. But yeah, D is over here. So he takes over a snake, tries to kill her, doesn't work. He eventually finds Garrett, who was in Vicious Bonds, and he was basically Willow's ex, who was really just like a fuck boy, not really like a real relationship. And but she kind of cut him off in Vicious Bonds, and he just in Wicked Ties does not let it go. He's obsessed with her. He stalks her, and then D gets into his mind.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so D gets into his mind, and then he really starts stalking her. He pops up at Target. He pops up in her parking lot at the apartment complex. Like, he's doing all of. He's wilding.
Sitting outside the apartment, looking. But hold on. Time out. Let's go back. You got to go back. Yeah. That's the part right there. What you call it? He is so crazed that he don't know who in the hell Kaz is. And if everybody know, they know Kaz is not the one to be fucked with. And so this dumbass tries to hit Kaz with the car when Willow went to go check in on something. And Kaz damn near killed that man.
He pulled him out the car, put him in the trunk of Willow's car. And Willow said, hold up, let me get. And he done drove off in Willow's car. Don't know where the fuck he going because he's new to America. Drove off with Garrett in the back, in the trunk of the car. Takes him to his own house and tortures the shit out of him.
Oh, okay.
Cuts him up, pulls shit out, breaks a couple bones, completely demolishes his arms, legs, all this shit. It's crazy. He break all the bones. But because Kaz is crazy as hell. But D is in his head and stuff. So D is able to like infiltrate his body and basically heals him immediately so that he can continue on with his plan of killing Willow and Kaz. So eventually they find out like, oh shit, Garrett, they go to Cora to get, a way back to Vakili because they kind of figure out like, oh, this is what we need to do. So they go to Cora to try to get the portal, and lo and behold, Garrett's ass shows up. So he's going to kill Cora. So they like all fall through the portal, Garrett included, and they fall into Hasha's area, the Amazonian. So when they land, they capture Garrett, and then they try to heal Willow because she's about to die because she gets shot, right? I think some shit happens. She's about to die. So they heal her and all this kind of stuff. But really, it's all like the whole book is about them trying to figure out how to kill D. They eventually figure out that, and I still am super confused, and I need to go back about what fucking power he has.
Who?
Kaz. Because he's powerful. They're all like, he's this powerful person. They're told tether. But what power is it?
They said?
I thought he was just strong. Like,
but they keep saying he's so powerful.
They haven't said exactly what it is yet.
Okay. Because I feel like I'm stupid and I miss it. Because I'm like, well, what the fuck?
They have not said what he has yet.
Okay.
But it has to do with, oh, no, I lied. He has three. Oh, let me see if I can find it. He has 3 of something. And I forgot what but yeah, they did say. Keep talking. I'm gonna find it.
Eventually they find D, and D is able, like I said, to transform himself into anything and to take on persona. So they find him on a cliff. They go through all this thing. So like when they get back to Vakili, all of Kaz's people row in, all the people are there to help. So they go and travel this long journey. Sorry, hold up, pump the brakes. We find Warren's ass, which is Willow's twin brother, in Vakili.
I knew he was.
He's been pulled, and we knew that.
Remember
the last predictions from Vicious
he was
like,
in the trenches.
We thought he was in the trenches. He was in the fucking trenches.
Mm-hmm.
So we found him, but his mind has been solely used by
D.
So he is like in this like weird stupor kind of thing where he is like not really him. He has a cold tether, Danica, who is badass with the katana. And so we really just don't know like what's going on with him. But at the end of the day, they end up not killing D, but they do enough damage to where who takes him?
It strips him of his power.
Is it Hassa or somebody takes him and they put him in this like cage shit and they take him away. He's not dead, but he's subdued apparently. So then we get to the point where now we're like, okay, we got him away. We're trying to figure out life again. Everything's beautiful. They fucking like crazy over four or five chapters. It's wonderful. It's lovely. The things that Kaz does to Willow is beautiful. Then we get to the end and we find out that shit's happening with Warren. He's still crazy because we can't get all the evil out of him. So they take him to Hassa to help heal him. And we get to that part where the whole time they're saying that in the trenches, in this aisle of fire, is the other Regal. What's her name, Shannon? Sleth? Sayla. And she is like supposed to be the one who's supposed to bring peace to the world, which is what everyone's been told. But the other two sisters, who is her sister, they keep saying, do not bring this bitch back to life, essentially. Do not unlock her. We put her ass there for a reason. So, and Cass is like, they're not telling me the truth. Like it's niggling in his mind about something. So they try to heal Warren. Warren goes, the Hassa and Cora go into Warren's mind and come to find out Slayer, whatever, is free as shit and roaming around and has control of Warren's body. So this nigga, he pulls out wings out of his back and is like, I'm back, bitch. And that's how the book ends. So that's the cliffhanger. So now book 3 is going to be them trying to defeat her ass. And I bet her and D are going to link up some shit. I don't know. Because the whole time she's the one who created the cold tethers. So we're under the impression that like, and then we find out that Willow and Willow and Warren, their parents are not their parents, that they were left in a parking lot and they were found. So really they've originated from Vakili the whole time. Shit's getting crazy. That's all I got though. Ba-dum-bum. You like man. That? Okay, so yeah, and this thank you, Sheila, because I forgot a whole part. This book actually does extremely expand upon Kaz's backstory. I cried at his story.
Yeah.
We get to the
she's a mythic. She's a mythic.
Mythic. We get to the point where she's had sex like with this, not really sex, she'd been raped by the king.
Raped.
Right? And so she gets pregnant, but she does not tell him because she does not want him to have anything to do with what's going on because, he's a bastard or whatnot like that. So she ends up hiding her son until he's like 10 or something. Then the king finds out about him and he's trying to go and like capture him. The whole time, he has no idea. He's been chilling with this other guy Manus, who's been like his mentor. And really the whole time, he's the one who's been feeding information back to the king, telling him all the stuff. So he's the asshole in the first book and he's the asshole in the second book. So his story is just so heartbreaking. Like he watches them basically capture his mother, almost kill her. He's being like trained by the king to be this heartless villain person. And meanwhile, his mom's in a dungeon being tortured. And it's like all this crazy stuff going on. It's just, I think I cried when I read that part about his story. And I was like, this is just crazy. But yeah, that's basically happened.
Oh my God, Whitney, you gotta help me find that part because it does tell you. Because when he's over here talking about can he do something, and he was like,
I have it on Kindle, so I can search anything.
Check and see if you can find something like in after chapter
Want me to type in like Kaz power or powers?
Put in council. No, it's not. You're not going to find it like that. Put in council, and then it is probably mentioned somewhere after chapter 45.
Okay, let's see.
That's why I was like, I need to buy the Kindle because it's easy.
Girl, the first thing I found is what it is. Okay, so it says the council.
So what chapter is it?
Oh shit! It's page 225. I don't know if that relates to a physical copy, but it says the council, who are all men at first, as well as the appointed monarchs. Yes, there are the gilded ones, who were an army of men at first, before they slept or raped women and had offspring with the same abilities. So basically, the gilded ones are trash ass men who was raping women with powers.
No, that's not it.
That's not it. Let me go back.
No, because check it. Does it say council in another?
Yeah, there's a ton. There's the role of the council also remains uncertain. I'm here that's soon about. According to the council,
where is that at?
I mean, they talk about the council a lot in this book.
They do, but I'm
chapter 44. You said after 35. Okay, so after 35, there's
because he said that's what the council says, or that's what the council something.
Okay, let me see. According to the council.
Okay, what page is that, or what chapter?
That's on page 230, chapter 44.
44.
Yeah, I think these are the other ones are too far into it. Yeah, but I kept getting confused about the council and the regals. Like, I was like, which one's more important? The council. The regals. Because the council is Viserys and the two other people, right? Those are the council. And Cass can't stand Viserys. He almost chokes him out at the end of the book.
Right.
And the regals are Hasha and Cora and Selah. Right?
Yes.
And then the gilded ones, fuck them, because they really don't show up in the book all that much.
Dang, okay. I wish I had that. The council.
Yeah, see, he felt that power when he choked the council person, because that was Viserys, because he choked the shit out of him. And he was like, wait a minute, they can't kill me because they need me, but I can kill them. He didn't realize that he could kill them. So he can kill them because he choked the shit out that man. And the guy was like, couldn't breathe. So I want to know what his true powers are, because there's keep saying that him and Willow, like, she's even powerful. We haven't seen shit from her yet, except for her ability to calm Kaz down. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. She really hasn't really done anything as far as power, but she definitely like calms him down. Like, he's her presence and all that kind of stuff. This shit looks good.
Yeah.
So can I ask y'all something? In comparing this book to book one, okay, so obviously we like that the book continues the story. It's not something that's completely just not related. And I looked at the reviews and saw that like book one had a shit ton of reviews, and book two, I know it's still kind of fresh. Do you think that it's going to be as popular as book one?
Book two, I thought was better than book one.
Okay.
I like it better.
Yeah. I did too. Although I do think, depending on what you're looking for, I think in book two, I liked it better just because of the my favorite part of the book probably was when Kaz got to Earth. And
that shit was funny.
That shit was so funny. But I didn't get that same comedic element out of book one.
No.
Although it was still good, but I enjoyed that. I think that was my favorite part of the book.
It was hilarious. Like, all his, like, just everything that happened, like, even her going and showing him how to do the GPS was just like, he was like this dumbass technology or some crazy stuff he was
Which
saying.
is so funny because I guess in book 1, she is getting acclimated to a new
Got it.
world and stuff that she didn't know about, and
Yeah,
he's trying
the
to teach
king.
her. But it wasn't funny. Like it was just her learning new stuff.
The reason it's funny is because we can visualize his ass at Target, fucking looking at this mannequin saying, I'm gonna take this jacket off the mannequin. You ain't gonna do shit, bitch.
But I just think that I don't know if she thought about it. You probably could have did that in a whole new world, just her being weird about it. And him, I guess he was kind of getting smart about like what their weed was, or their hot dog, or whatever their food was, or whatever.
Killing it in Earth. All right, Shannon, what you got?
Ma'am.
Look at our eager student. Yes, Shannon.
Found.
Girl, I was in the book. What you call it? He is a monarch. He is a hybrid mythic, and he has the cold tether.
What the fuck?
So he has all three binding blood.
But what power does that? What does that do? Because him being a monarch is just a title. That has no power. Like it has political.
It has to have something.
It's political.
Well, that's what I was thinking. The way that I guess because they do keep referencing power, but not as like in supernatural power. I know he's like strong.
I keep getting he's going to be a supernatural because why are these regals, these mythic people who created Cold Tether talking about he's so powerful? They don't give a fuck about the monarchs and the kings.
He's not going to end up having something, but what it is, they haven't.
Listen, because they say she's like because he's talking to Hessa, right? And she was like, how is that possible? That this wasn't supposed to happen ever. How can I not feel it? And then she's like, no wonder you made it to Earth and that you're not dead yet. He waited a long time for someone like you. You are right. We must take him down. Because if Theseus gets Kaz, that's why he wants him so bad. He doesn't even need Willow. You understand? Yeah. I was like, he's like, fuck her. I'll need you. Because he knows if he has him, then game over. He can take whatever he wants.
I think that's what Willow's power is going to be. It's going to be like, yeah, you're cool alone, but Willow enhances your power. So I think whatever like is going to be in book 3 is going to have to do with Willow being a conduit or something.
I was going to say, so do you think book 3 is going to focus more on her and her abilities and
it is no her without him, so it has to focus on both of them.
Yeah, I think it's going to focus on obviously them going to this island of fire and fighting whatever this chick is, whoever Sla, and it's going to be. I think their powers are going to have kind of like how in shit, what the fuck is that book called? Fourth Wing, how we go through the whole book and at the end we find out Violet's a lightning wielder. I feel like this book is going to be like, and then
we're going to find out something else like, to make them greater.
Because like they can speak through their minds. So that's obviously some kind of power. Like that's the talent.
I don't know
but
about it.
I'm waiting for it like to be like a supernatural power.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely thought I like Wicked Ties. I love Vicious Bonds, don't get me wrong, but I think Wicked Ties just gave a lot more character development for Kaz. It gave a little bit more for Willow. Like she was already the kind of like the calming for them, but I think it gave more of the backstory for him. And then it was funny as fuck. Like I was dying laughing. And then the sex scenes were more abundant in this book because they're already at the point where they're in a relationship.
They was always fucking like just look at her and they fucking just like Iron Flame though. Iron Flame, they was
once they broke that seal, man. Shit,
it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
But I think the politics are behind this one though, like the Regals and the council and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that'll be ironed out a little bit more in book 3 because now we know like the 3 sisters, essentially, the people who created the cult. Like, because fuck, what's her name?
Sayla.
I want to call her Sleth so bad. And I don't.
Wow, you just fucking up everybody's name, Garrett.
I read the book 2 months ago and I skimmed through it 2 days ago. So, but Sayla, she's the one who created the cold tethers, so she got her two sisters over here scared shitless because her ass is out. So she's the red-haired fire bitch, and it's about to be crazy. As soon as she said, I've been having dreams, because even like Willow's adoptive parents, like the mom went crazy because she was having all these crazy ass dreams about someone trying to kill the Tethers, like to kill the two twins. Then she kills herself or ODs, and then the dad starts having the same dreams about this woman with red hair and black eyes, and then Warren's, having these same dreams, and then it's Sayla. I already knew that. As soon as they said that, I said, that's the bitch on the island.
Pretty much.
What y'all think? I feel like I just talked like for 45 minutes.
30.
As long as we get out here.
Someone else talk.
I was like, I've been putting my tidbits up in here. Rayn, what else? What you got to say?
I mean, let's see. I enjoyed the book. You know, like I said, what my favorite part was, it wasn't as much. I don't know. I didn't smut wise. Like, I ain't get as much heat out of this one as the first one, but that could have just been me.
Not because the angst
wasn't here because they was already fucking at this point.
I guess so. I don't know. Yeah. It had its moments, but this book, there's no.
But then again, you didn't listen to it.
I did listen.
No, Rayn listened to it. She got the Audible.
Oh, you listened to it?
Yeah. I'm not saying it was none. I'm saying it just wasn't equivalent to what it was in the first book, and there is not a sex scene in book 2 that I can recall, but it's a couple in book 1 that I can tell you scene for scene what they were doing, what he probably said to her. What, you know what I'm saying? I was getting that in book 1.
Yeah.
Book 2 for me I still enjoyed it, but for me, I enjoy more of the comedy or the story of the book versus book 1 could have just been you could have kept the story part. I guess because they were just building and trying to, get you to know what's going on in the backstory. That they could have just left me the sex in book 1.
Yeah.
But but I enjoyed it. I can't complain. I'm waiting for book 3. I gave it a 5. I rated it a 5 out of 5. So I like it.
I know Sheila said in the third book we're probably gonna find out who Willow's parents are. I think so, and they're gonna be someone in Vakili that we already know. Watch that bitch ass be Manus or some shit like that. I don't know.
I want to know her brother. Where the fuck is the brother?
Oh,
he is being controlled by Sayla at this point. Yeah. He got wings. He has wings that then sprouted from his back. And then I'm like,
your fourth wing up in this bitch.
Like he has full wings, like not just like imaginary wings in a dream. Now he's about to fly somewhere. Because even in the book, when Cora touches his head to go into his brain to see what's going on, they go to the island and some winged creature flies down. It's probably his ass because he got wings.
I see. It's throwing me, and I'm not as vocal about it because I read the arc, and this was a month ago. Almost.
It was a month ago. It was a while ago.
So it ain't as fresh for me. So I'm trying to I don't remember that part.
Yeah, it's the last chapter is like literally because the last chapter isn't even Willow and Kaz. It's on Hassa, and it's the two sisters, Cora and Hassa, and they're like, Hassa's like, I've tried everything trying to get this evil out of him, and I can't figure. I've expired and done everything I can do. So Cora's like, well, let's go in his head. So because she has that ability, so she touches his head and they're imported into his brain to see what's.
You talking about Kaz?
No,
Warren's brother, Willow's brother.
Warren, yeah. Oh. So they're in his mind and they can see, and they're like, wait a minute, why are we on some fiery island and something swoops down and but doesn't go together?
Okay, yeah.
So they're like, wait, what? So this is me reenacting it. Bitch, what was that? And then they're like, oh, so
is that what they said?
They look down in the crater and there's a gold coffin and the bitch is open, and they're like, that is supposed to be Sayla. And they turn around and they're like, red hair, black eyes, and then she's like, hey sisters or whatever. And so then she like puts a hand on Cora and it burns her, and then they vanish back into reality where like they're with Warren, and she pulls off her gold plate and there she has a big ass burn print, and then someone says she's back, and they look and Warren's like up because they put him in some kind of sleep coma, and he's up and like wings break out of his back and they hear crackling and wings appear and he's like, Sayla's back, and it's like boom in the scene.
I can imagine.
Oh, I got chills. Oh, God. The tequila has kicked in.
Has it?
Yeah, the book was good though.
Yes,
it was a good book.
I'm excited.
Not only is Sailor back, she's like, and she's gonna kill you all. God damn, these niggas beat.
Can we get a break?
We just got done
like fuck.
Like, and D was crazy as fuck. He was crazy. Anyone who can be like Freddy Krueger and come in your dreams and shit like that, I don't want fool with that. Like, I don't want that life.
Now we got the winged bitch.
Right. And then my thing is like, you got the council people. Nope. Fuck. The Regals. No, the council want you to go. They want you to go to the island to free Sayla. They're like, we're gonna postpone it because we need to figure out what the Regals are doing. And the Regals are like, no, don't free her. Leave that shit alone. Live your life. Be happy. But they're not telling the whole story. So Kaz, being Kaz, is like, they're not telling me shit and they're lying. So I want to figure it out. So Willow's like, well, okay, you can research and, you know, do your little digging, but we need to live life. We're happy. We're together. We're finally free of D. So we need to like make the most of it. And he's like, bet. But really, he's still going to be doing shit behind her back, like trying to figure out stuff. And then we got the new maid, the new housemaid. What's his name? Shit. I can't remember. And he seems too good to be true, but she trusts him already, kind of thing. Because, you know, Danica was one that traded. So, I don't know.
So y'all ready for book 3? How long we got to wait for book 3? Do we got to wait another 6 months? 2 years?
Nah, she said it's coming out next year. So hopefully it'll be
the beginning of next year.
It don't.
Is it already written?
No.
Hopefully it's already written because this book's the way it stopped. It made it like it was written, and she chopped it. No, damn.
It's not. It's not because she was over there. She was over there at her keyboard doing the Instagram, talking about finishing the book. So it's not finished.
Oh.
Maybe she's 90% in.
You said 90%.
Yeah.
But even then, if she
all the editing,
you gotta take it to go. And she said this book even longer than the first two. So
the first one was 400 and something. The second one was almost 600, right?
Is it?
I thought it was almost 600.
First one was 468. The next one was 496.
Okay. So the next one will probably be 600 pages. I'm thinking.
Well, that better be the rapper. Oh, it's a trilogy, so I'm excited.
Right. Okay, so
don't give me 400 pages or nothing.
Sheila, if you still here, throw a prediction in there. We know we're gonna find out about Willow and Warren's parents in book 3. We know that.
And it better not be Magnus because that's Kaz's daddy. It cannot be him.
Magnus isn't Kaz's dad. Not Magnus.
Yes,
Manus.
it is.
Manus. There's two. Remember, one is the mentor that was like thought he was chill.
His name is Minx.
Minx, that guy. Wouldn't that be some shit if it was Minx?
Minx is Decius.
But wouldn't that be some shit if that was their daddy? I'm just saying. Because Minx isn't really Decius. Decius took over his body. You know what I mean?
That dude been Decius forever.
Oh, I mean, I know. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying.
I was like, when he was raising
mama.
Yeah, because we didn't know who her mom was.
That's the question.
Sayla could be her mom. Because she created the cold tethers. So maybe she said, I want my own seed somewhere.
We don't give a damn about the daddy. Who is the mama?
Yeah.
That's what's gonna give her all power, because Kaz's daddy is why he is probably more, because he.
Where in the hell is these thumbs up coming from?
I don't know. Jesus, he's shifting. That's good. Good answer. Good answer.
Girl, because we was talking to nobody but me and Rayn, and a thumbs up popped out of nowhere.
It's
like
Jesus. It said you on point. You on track. You right on time.
Right. You right on
it's
time.
gonna be who. It's gonna be, because we know who Kaz's daddy is now. The question is, who is Willow's mama?
Yep.
And they mama.
Yeah, because what you call Kaz's mama had all the power in all actuality, because she was the mythic and Kaz's daddy was only the monarch. Not to dumb down the fact that he was just a monarch, but your mama had whole powers. Hey, Blossom.
Hi.
Have you read these books, girl? If you haven't, get into them. If you like fantasy, get into them. But what was I talking about? Yeah, his mama had all the power, and his mama was the one that told him everything. The only thing that Kaz got from his daddy was, what do you call it? The hierarchy.
The hierarchy.
And I think the cold temper just, came with it, or I don't know.
Yeah, I want to know what the powers are.
But his mama was just
a
regular lady.
His mama was a mythic.
Oh.
Remember, she when the people started coming for him, she had the force in her hand.
Did she know she was a mythic?
Yes.
She was hiding.
But she didn't.
Okay, I remember that.
So she was a mythic, and like I said, his daddy was a regular degular,
but his daddy was he got somebody deep down. It ain't just the mythic. Maybe that's the third part. We got to figure out who down in his ancestry line.
Or how did Sayla give him? How does Sayla pick the ones for the cold tethers? How does?
But
how does she
create? It's been centuries and centuries of cold tethers.
Right.
It's not just these two.
Right. But they're direct descendants of.
Yeah, they are.
Right.
So what is the correlation between Kaz's mama and Sayla?
Maybe shit, I don't know.
What is the correlation between Willow and Sayla? And Warren. So that'll probably be something that we will find out. It gotta be something that we gonna find out in the third book, because that's the wrap up. So
right.
And she better wrap it up.
She is. It's a trilogy. She didn't already say it. Yeah.
About, you know how people.
They do. We still got answers at the end.
Now you trying to rush it, and now.
And I'm confused and lost.
Although I will say every book I've read by her has been bomb, so
it has.
I don't doubt her.
And she ties up all loose ends. She makes
every
sure
book
that
I read by her has been
at
bomb. So I got faith. But how some people rush some shit and be like, okay, and then you be like, what the fuck? Now you could have did this in book 2. You ain't even have to do book 2. Especially 400, 500 pages.
Look. Y'all seen that I did a review about the Saint and the Queen. At the end of that book, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, no, I didn't look.
It was good, but at the end, I was like,
who wrote that?
Desiree. Yeah, don't nobody know who it is. She writes her books are good, but they're different.
What? Okay.
Good Wing.
I'm thinking something else.
Oh. But anyways, I know what you're talking about, how people write books and you just be like
now you rushed that thing. It was another book we read and it was just like the very end, you'd be like, you just was trying to get through, right? You
like you was sick of the book yourself, like
you was sick of you was right there at your deadline. You just You had no more time left, right? Oh.
So 5 out of 5 for this book. So far we're at 5 out of 5 on this trilogy. Book 3 comes out TBD. I'm so excied for next week's book, guys.
What are we reading next week? Chaos
World.
Oh, okay. I already got it downloaded. But
the book is like 700 pages. I should have been.
No. This one's only 3 something.
No, it's not.
Chaos World is like 350, man.
Okay.
362.
No, the lies you tell, but it's 406. But
I was close. when I had the book in front of me.
Oh, it's up there.
I was like, I know it's not no 3 something, but okay.
It just looked it's thick.
But I mean, they all thick.
It's 400 something.
If your fantasy ain't thick,
in comparison,
if your fantasy ain't thick, I don't want it.
In comparison to Vicious Bonds and Chaos World, that's a thicker book.
It's shorter. It's shorter.
No, they're not. It's the same size.
Chaos World is like a few pages short because I think Vicious Bonds was 300.
Vicious Bonds is a little thicker. You were.
Also, you gotta look at like some books are cut.
But the writing. Oh, can you see? Nope, you can't see.
Yeah, we can see
the writing.
Let me just.
She has margins. What'd you call it? Chaos World doesn't have any margins.
Yeah, it don't have no margins. It don't.
Because I'm telling you, that looks like
she wrote to the end of each page.
It goes straight. Look. She utilized all 460.
This is not to throw any kind of shade.
What I said, that book is like 700 pages.
Maybe the ebook. No, the ebook ain't that many pages.
I don't know. I just got it, and I remember I said on my thing up there, and I remember flipping through. I was like, damn. That's why I had started.
Let me tell you right now, though. Okay. Chaos Welder. Oh my gosh.
I'm mad at it. I'm gonna read it.
It is so good. I think I really want to say it might be my number one book of the year.
Oh, what? Oh.
I love that book because it gives you the action. It gives you so much spice, and it's not your ordinary spice in a book. It is beyond ordinary spice. They have so many different levels of spice in this book that I was satisfied as an only smut reader. I only read smut. I was 100% satisfied with this. And not to say anything about Vicious Bonds or Iron Flame or Fourth Wing or any, because they're all amazing books.
But see, they're all on different levels.
If I had to pick one fantasy book to read again this entire year, I'm reading The Chaos Welder. Because it was
I can't wait to read
it. And I
gotta play catch up though.
I will let you know if you catfish. If you tell it, if you You ain't hit.
One thing that I can say about us and fantasy, if it ain't hit, it ain't hit. We is not finna go this hard for a fantasy book. We not.
I don't doubt that the book is probably good because y'all ain't scared. Y'all have not. I don't think anybody has like literally recommended the book. It's like, oh, this book is good, and it ain't been good. Now we have picked some books.
Do you know how many times we have brought up the Chaos Welder?
But you know what, y'all, and we have brought it up a lot. But Rayn is right. Every book, not using our jars, not using the wheel. Right. Every time we just talking, like I mentioned to y'all about the book with the vampire.
Yeah, that book was good.
That shit was fire. What?
Hold on, when we supposed to read that one? That's next, right? That's next.
Chaos Welder.
Yeah, that's after the Chaos Welder.
Okay.
So, like, just when we kind of just talking and shooting the shit, we bring up stuff and we're like,
if we read a book and be like, that book was good, I have not yet to be like, you said that book was good, you's a goddamn lie. You's a lie. But you know, we had picked some books that was not.
We all have different kind of taste a little bit. Like,
but even in that, I have.
But even in that, when we're just talking, we bring up something. We all like, man.
The only person that I be like pulling bullshit sometimes is Trina, and it's because she be just.
But she don't read the book.
but she don't read it.
She don't read the book.
She don't really be. I don't even know. I can't recall a book she has recommended.
That
Like
she read. That she actually read and told
good.
us it was good.
Yeah. She just be like, yeah,
right,
like Coming to America.
Yeah. So I have not heard the book that Trina has recommended, and then been like, like she read it and said it was good. But every book that y'all have, with the exception of Hunter and Line, every book that y'all have been like, oh, read this book, is so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least a 4.
At least a 4.
The thing about this book right here is that it's action from the start to the finish.
And there's shit like me. I'm a pretty big. I saw that shit coming. I didn't see this one coming.
That's how I was on the Pretty Girls. I saw it. About
you said chapter 3,
and I'm gonna have to read it. I'm gonna have to read it. I'm gonna have to.
You gave it a 4.
Crazy. If we read that for the podcast, if y'all somebody put it,
it's in my TBR jar.
If we, baby, y'all.
I was about to say we can go ahead and read it.
Y'all gotta let me recap, because I tell you, that book is crazy. Oh my god.
Oh, it's your pick, so we might as well just go ahead and keep it going. Keep it going, because the books we've been picking out the TBR jar been done. Done.
That book. Well, since we left the wheel and we actually was because I did. Anyway,
interesting. We've had some interesting things out of our jars. We've had some things that kind of pull me, even that I picked for myself, that pulled me out of my comfort zone, something I wouldn't have normally read. And then we've had some duds.
Overall, though, for we recapping the year for River, I think we've had more misses than hits. But we have had some hits. But it seems like every hit has been a fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all read Iron Flame first.
That shit was.
Fourth Wing.
Fourth Wing.
Y'all read Fourth Wing first. Was like, y'all gotta read it. So good, so good, so good.
Mm-hmm.
But I think every 5. Not every 5, because I do got 5. That wasn't like y'all read it first. But majority of the books that was like 4s, 5s, somebody read it. Because even like In the Gray, somebody was reading it and then was like, y'all gotta read it.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all gotta read this book.
Y'all gotta read this
now. It was so good.
Even that tree book, Whitney conned us into read. It wasn't that bad.
What book?
That tree book.
Oh,
yeah. That damn tree book. She had me stopping what I was doing.
And I was like,
not that I was doing like
good. That was like
she conned us into read, but it wasn't y'all.
It wasn't terrible though.
I did not read that book. I don't know what tree book y'all talk about. I did not read that.
What is it called? Sapping something. Seal and sap. Nope, spill and sap. Sap and spill.
Sap and
I did not read that book.
Sap and spile, whatever it's called.
I must have missed that chat.
It wasn't a bad book. It just was different.
It was weird.
It was weird, but it was written.
It was weird.
If we could read that book where everybody was getting pregnant left and right, we could read Sapping.
Then
right.
Absolutely.
I can read.
Oh, I didn't even see Miss Sheila's comment. She said always something at the end of Desiree's book that leave you hanging. Real talk.
Who is Desiree? That's the book you was just talking about, Queen.
That's the book that I read, The Saint and the Queen.
I'm not gonna read
it.
You said you're not gonna read it?
It's okay.
What's you rate it? Is it what?
I read it. I think I rated a 4. It was good. It just at the end, it was just like, okay. But the story was storying. Like, I'm telling you, because I was just like, I wish the fuck, what? Get out of here. But yeah. You can see the videos on TikTok. You read some good books lately?
Yeah, because that book, Pretty Girls, that was good. And I read,
I miss y'all.
Oh, I read, 3 Simple Rules, 3 Mistakes. The same lady that wrote The Initiation. What's her name?
Oh, Sierra Simone.
No, her name is
The Initiation.
Yeah, with the Accession, Initiation.
Nikki Sloan.
What?
No, that's Nikki Sloan.
Nikki Sloan. There, I get them mixed up.
Yeah, Nikki
because
Sloan
here
teaches,
Simone writes like Nikki Sloan a lot too.
The little rule is like 3 simple mistakes, 3 simple rules,
3 simple rules. Dang, it's a whole lot.
Yes, 7 of those. We rode down to Memphis for Thanksgiving, and I was listening to them on the ride. They good for what they are. I
Nikki Sloan writes some good books. Like I said, the initiation was fire as hell to me. I was like, what?
Yeah. I got tired. Initiation and Obsession was good, and then whatever that third
book like book 4 and 5 is kind of
yeah.
After that, it was a wrap. I couldn't keep going.
Yeah, I didn't pick that one back up. But the 3 simple
first
rules.
couple of
but her other book, what's her other book? Her other book is good. I read some other stuff by Nikki Sloan.
They good. She can write a good little thing, but.
You know, I feel like sometimes too, even if your book isn't the best, as long as you're a good writer, I can get through it. I can, I can do it. Even if she writes the whole Nashville series, and it's like the doctor, the architect, like some of them are just okay, but some of them are like, whoo.
They on my TBR because I like after
I didn't really like the
doctor. Don't get your hopes up. They not all that good.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
ready. They got.
But
well, I liked the initiation.
No, they're not on that level.
They ain't like that.
They're not quite. Like she still writes her smut the same. So if you like the sex scenes, her sex scenes are good. But like each one is a different kink. So like I think the doctor is like a daddy kink. So if you're not really into that, you're not gonna really like that.
Okay.
And then I think the second one, I can't remember. There's an architect one where it's like 3 people. There's like a pool boy where it's like younger and older, a younger woman, an older woman and a younger man. And I think my favorite actually was the frat boy, because it was like some girl who's like a virgin and she's learning how to do shit, and he teaching her and he fucking the shit out of her all up and down shit. I love stuff like that.
Oh, and I finally read Black Cake because I wanted to watch the series.
How was it?
Did you like it?
Because I didn't read it because like I heard so many bad things about it.
I heard bad things about it too.
I didn't think it was bad. I gave it a 3. Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was bad. Did I read this book and was like, oh my God, I can see this being a movie or a show or a little blah, 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 blah. No. Even the show, I've watched all but the last 2 episodes of the show.
Not that.
The show is true to the book though. It's got a little extra in it. They sprinkle a little extra on the show. But
so what's the one that came out where she's like the black person in the workforce, and then another
the other black girl.
The black girl.
Okay, because that one seemed like it was not paranormal. I said, what the fuck is
that book was not good at.
Did you? It's on my bookshelf. It is on my bookshelf, and I want to read it so bad, but I can't make myself read it because
the book was not good. The book was not good.
The other black girl, I didn't care for that either.
There's so many other books out there that they could make into the movies that they're not picking.
The lady
who
not
have to make that one.
Like they need to go ahead and make fucking Vicious Bonds into a fucking series. Can you imagine the person who wrote Lovecraft making this?
I ain't read it. I mean, I haven't seen it. But the lady who wrote Pretty Girls. What? The lady
you haven't watched Lovecraft?
Lovecraft Country girl. Don't read for the next 2 days. I
got to get through this 900 page.
You said Love Country?
Lovecraft Country. Do a watch party because that shit is so.
Is it a book?
Yeah,
I have the book. That's the one with the what's her name? The soulmate
Justin what's his name? Jonathan Majors.
That shit is fire. Like
I haven't seen it.
Oh my gosh! Like I'm so mad.
The lady who wrote the Pretty Girls book has another book, Pieces of Me. That's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Is it good? I want to read that so I can watch Netflix.
But I think that other book I heard about hers is in my TBR too. Because I went on TikTok.
If that's her, if Pretty Girls is how she typically writes like her thrillers and stuff.
The Smollett girl, that's what I'm trying to say. That's who's on the Lovecraft Country. Is that what you're saying, Whitney? Okay. I started watching this series a little bit. And it's just interesting, like
you're talking about Pieces of Her, right, Rayn?
Yeah, I think
that's on Netflix.
Okay,
yeah.
But the same lady that wrote Pretty Girls wrote that, and it's on Netflix. Yeah. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I'm not. I feel like culturally, you have to watch Lovecraft Country.
I'll check it out.
You have to watch it
because
I know. Because
each
she is not talking about culturally. She is not.
I
Time out,
wasn't
Whitney.
prepared
You're
for
on
that.
time
I
out.
should have read the book.
You're on
first.
timeout. You're on timeout with your black and beautiful head on.
Because she acts as a white woman. Doesn't she turn into a white woman for part of that show?
Oh,
Lovecraft, because does she drink something?
One of the girls. Yeah.
But each episode deals with some kind of like traumatic historical moment for Black people.
It does. They
talk about the Green Book, Ellis Till, like a bunch of different scenes, and they vividly portray.
Who Till?
Emmett Till, you mean?
Emmett Till. I said Ellis. I had so much tequila. Leave me alone. I said Ellis. I meant Emmett.
But I need to.
You done pull a Portia Williams.
I've been. You know.
Let me quit.
You know me. I've been reading the white stuff, so you know. But for real, I was like, I said it with my chest too, confidently.
Right.
Yeah. I'll check it out. I gotta read the book first, but I'll check it out.
Yeah, in the book, in the series, in the book is true to form, but they continue on in the book.
But yeah, I can't believe HBO canceled that shit. Like,
I can.
It was so good. It was so good.
Is it?
Yeah, all the things that good to us, they're gonna cancel it. Matt, Raw. Yeah.
It's two books, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't read the second one yet, but yeah.
What else are y'all reading?
Oh, I read. Did y'all read The Midnight Library? Did I tell you about that?
I read that a while ago, I think.
Let me pull up Amazon.
That's a movie, right?
I'm not ready yet.
Is it?
Maybe not.
I feel like I need to be making a list.
I might be making something else up.
Listen, I know y'all gonna make fun of me, but I don't care.
It's okay.
Come on.
I watched Lockwood and Co. And it's about some teenagers that hunt ghosts.
Oh, was it good?
And I got
Is that a kid show?
Is it like Goosebumps?
I see. No,
okay.
they be at real houses. They be at real houses and like looking for ghosts and stuff, like paranormal activity.
Oh, so it's like a true crime.
I just saw that. I don't watch stuff like that, but I just my son was watching it.
What was the librarian book you said? Right?
Midnight Library.
Midnight.
I just added it. I hadn't read
it. It was good, and I bought the first.
That's a good conversation.
4 books.
Man, good.
I bought the first 4 books, and the books is good. And it's, I don't do the accents, y'all already know, but the show is good. So I'm barreling through the.
Well, I need to go ahead.
I jumped off a little bit, but it was good.
Well, I need to go ahead and get these things if they're on Audible, if they're not on Scribd, because Evan has figured out how to use Audible credits.
Go ahead and buy all your shit now.
And I'm trying to figure out, like, do I want to be that parent that punch him like you didn't ask my permission, but like I'm trying to promote him, like I like that.
He needs a reading child.
Y'all, you'll hear him. He renamed his Alexa to computer. Computer, continue to play chapter.
Why computer? He
also does he have access to your library?
Yes and no.
Oh my.
So no. So he has Amazon Kids. And so I can, once he has so he went on my iPad and he bought it. And then I realized he bought it and he was like, hey, can you add this to mine? I was like, sure. And then I was like, wait a minute. These aren't the originals. These are things he has used credits for to purchase. And so when I asked
he need a library card.
You tell him this book is $15.99 if you using a credit, because that's how much
I'm saying if he get on Libby, then some of this stuff instead of using
it's free.
Yeah, he can get it for the free.
Yeah,
especially
what he reading, what he probably reading.
Yeah,
is probably
ain't worth using my credit for.
Because that's $15. That's $15 for each.
So he does have a library card. I need to get him hooked all the way up.
Yeah,
let me get the number. Hey, send me the card number so I can add it to my Libby.
Okay.
So I can have
what?
I need another. I want to add her library.
Baby, I got about 7 of them.
Send me the library cards, y'all.
And we have one for another county we don't live in.
You got the willow itch in the back of your neck.
Right. She was itching.
California,
What you got?
I had Google all the library cards that you can get that you don't actually like have to live there and stuff like that.
I only got 2.
I got a California one.
You can get one for Little Rock. I'll send y'all.
I got Broward County. I don't know where
that's the Cal system or something like that is part of.
That's in Atlanta.
Broward County.
Broward County.
Yeah, I have that one. Broward County or whatever.
Yeah, we can share.
In Georgia.
I got Jacksonville. I got everywhere I live.
Yeah,
I got Jacksonville. I got
just send me the places and I'll
Virginia. I got Maryland.
Because my strawberry list, the Bible Belt don't be having smut. I'm just gonna say that out loud.
Oh, I don't think the smut you listening to. I don't think
the library ain't
the library like that.
Let me tell you about the book, Shannon. I almost sent this to you, right? So it's this book, right? I just started it. It's called Touched by Sin, and it's a how many books are this? I think it's 2 or 3 books, but it's basically like this angel who's in the Eden, like she's up in heaven and stuff, and some
Harlan Beck
fallen angels, by Harley Beck. Some fallen angels kidnap her, and it's dub con, non-con, like the whole book. I just started it. I'm so excited. They take her ass to hell.
Sounds like my kind of book.
I'm so excited. I also read.
You know what? I still have not read a book that compares to that one.
Yeah,
Twisted Arrangement.
I think this might do it. I'm really. Is
that too much for me? Don't add that book to my list. That's too much for me.
No, probably don't. Probably don't.
I encourage those to read it.
No. They're not for everybody.
You should try it. I think you should try it.
Oh, let me write this down.
I read Hoarded by the Dragon. I read my first Lillian Lark book. Well, not first, but the first in the monster match, the Monstrous matches.
Damn, her paperback say it's 88, 87. Mm-hmm. She don't even have it on what you call it no more.
Who?
On Kindle. How do we read that? Twisted Agreement?
Oh,
there it is.
Crazy.
Oh no, it's a French. She don't even have it on here no more. Agreements, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Twisted Agreements.
She don't even have it on here no more.
It probably is a banned book.
Oh damn! I didn't need to read that. What?
That shit was wild.
Let me take
that. Damn, we should have got it when we read it.
I don't think I need that one on my shelf. I'm just good. I liked it, but I think that one would get me straight up looks.
Why? You can't even tell what it.
I feel like the cover that
you can't even tell what it's about.
What was on the cover of the book? Let me look it up.
It's a skull. It's a cover. It's a discreet cover.
Isn't it?
What's the name of who wrote it?
Twisted
Agreement.
Arrangements
by Shay Carrot.
It's a French book, or it's like like all her other books. You can't like her other books aren't even translated into English.
Oh,
because I went to go find more by her.
Other books on here though.
Yeah, she has tons of books, but they're not.
Wait a minute, it's not Twisted Arrangements. It's
that's talking about that motherfucker $88.
Twisted Agreements. It's a big book.
Yeah. Oh, they are all in French. You right.
Yeah, they're all French. Because I went to
$88. Maybe that's not dollars. Maybe that's francs.
No.
It was on Kindle. It was on KU.
You said maybe that's what?
Francs. You know it's.
That's what it better be. Hot sauce.
Right. Francs hot sauce.
Because that's the only way I'm gonna get it if it's 88 bottles of hot sauce.
I just read this book about this dragon. He has 2 dicks.
Girl, man. Folks don't know what to do with one. What the hell they gonna do with 2?
Girl, bye.
What to do with both of his?
It's people struggling with the one dick that they have.
Quick as hell too. I'm so dead. Y'all.
You be like, you got a dick, and that's what you chose to do with it. Oh, and you mean to tell me they done wrote a book and somebody got 2.
Let's see what other book. I read Trick Shot. It was a by Kayla Gross. It was a Christmas novella.
Oh, that's the one with she's standing in between 2 guys it's actually in my library right now.
That one.
Was it good? Yeah.
I give it 3. The sex scenes were fine, but the plot was just whatever.
Oh, well, let me go
But
ahead.
so I saw this TikTok, and this doctor went into Target and said there are certain Christmas decorations that are coming out. Do not stick these in places they are not meant to be stuck. They stuck them.
Let me mute myself for a second. What the hell is happening here?
I'm so mad that you cannot read none of her books.
Yeah.
Why?
Isn't that crazy? You go to read another book and it just be like,
I'm gonna have to message her and be like, "Excuse me, ma'am. Americans like your books
we'll review it on
too. Can you please
podcast.
translate?
Right?
I see it on. I
Can
see
you
it
please
online.
translate these books?
I
How
see it
much?
online. Huh?
How much they say?
For free.
Huh?
Where is
Huh?
that?
You some of that twisted book?
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
put the link.
Agreements or arrangements?
I put the
It's
link in here.
agreement.
It look like it's gonna let me read it, but it's
Say it again. You put agreements or arrangements, Shannon?
Agreement.
Agreement. What?
Ashay Carol.
Yeah, that's her.
Agreements.
That book is good. It's not for the faint of
Lord.
heart.
It said, but it has a skull.
Yep, it sure do.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's nothing wrong with that book.
It does say $88 and it's 7 cents.
Well, I just put the link for you to read it in the thing.
I appreciate you. Bloom, there you go, bloom. Oh.
That's crazy though. We read this on Kindle and now it's not even nowhere on there. That's crazy.
She said, warning in all caps. This book is a dark romance. Translated from Francais by
this
Loic
book put
Les
dark
Jaloux.
romance in dark romance for real.
Okay. It's only 16. Oh, it's a bunch of chapters. Okay. All right.
It's a big book. It's a big book. It's not little.
It was like 400 and something pages. I think.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Okay, well, I got it downloaded, baby. I'm ready. That's what her gonna do tonight. Read with a T. Read.
I can't read this tonight. I got to get chaos out of the way.
Chaos, like literally, like okay, like I'm telling you, when I read this book, I think I called you guys. I was like, y'all, you don't have access to this book for like 2 months because I had the art. But I was like,
which that's not even all right to do that. That's
what book is that?
She had chaos with her when she got it.
And I was like, but y'all, I had to call y'all and vent because the way
I was gonna say I had this book.
Yeah, but man, the art was ridiculous. Like I had no one to talk to. It's okay because Shannon.
No, I had the art. No, I had the art, but I just didn't read it yet.
I read that shit. I was like, somebody read this fucking book with me. But Shannon's on the art team with me now, so we got the second one coming.
I need to sign up for these arcs and get my name on.
Not all of them. Don't do it. Because I'm going through 2 and I'm struggling.
I finally finished that book.
Did you finally finish it?
Girl, you started that book before Halloween.
I'm gonna tell you when I started that book. I'm gonna tell you exactly when I started her.
It was like a month and a half ago. It had to be.
Girl.
Before Halloween, I know, right? Was it Labor Day?
I'm gonna tell you.
She Memorial Day at this point.
Not Memorial Day. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. I finally finished that book. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. What are we in? November? December? October the 5th.
Damn near.
October 15th?
5th.
5th?
Yeah, when I started.
Just throw it in a bag.
Now you know don't take me no goddamn 2 months to read no goddamn book.
Right.
That book was trash.
Which is crazy because we can read a book in a day.
Right.
I feel like you read Prada Plan in like 3 days. The whole series.
All of them.
All of them. Butterfly, Prada, Mellow. You read all them bitches.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can't. I'd have put it down. I'd have put it down and I'd have walked
I
away.
can't, I promise you. If I started, I gotta finish. I just be wanting to finish. I be trying to give it a chance.
Trying to give it a chance.
I try to give it a chance, and I told the girl I was gonna
away.
read. I was gonna do. I try to.
But you were a beta reader, not just an ARC reader, so you had it
like
super before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. But that was my first
other book that we told we were supposed to read, and you were just like, "What the fuck?"
That Nikki
we all got that one.
That Davin.
Yeah.
Shannon set us fuck up for that one.
Not shut up.
But it wasn't. But you know what? Necessarily mad. That's not the.
Hold on. I was set up.
Shannon set us up. My team
was set up.
But I wasn't even mad at that book. I wasn't even mad at that book because it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. It just wasn't.
It just was a little slow. Mm-hmm. It was super slow. It wasn't bad. This book.
It was bad. It was Michael Jackson bad.
She was about to come out with this was trash.
It was trash.
Here she go. This book right there, that book right there, that was trash.
That was trash. I'm telling you right now, ma'am, don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Don't waste your money, your time, baby, because it is trash. And what I'm telling you, and you don't want to take my advice between you and your God, but I'm telling you,
between you and your God,
don't do it to yourself, baby. It's trash.
Oh,
but you know what? Somebody might like it though.
Somebody gonna like it. You know what?
Mean, yeah. That one book. What book did we read that got 5 stars? And we said, "What the
fuck? Where did they read this?
The couple of them. Which one?
This book was even. I'm telling you, she had them 40-year-old people, 40 years old, playing pranks and egging each other cars and.
Oh yeah,
we're
that was childish.
That's college.
Girl, you got to put them in high school or something.
Yeah,
they were 40-year-old doctors. 40-year-old doctors, and y'all. I told you one of them put a goat in the other one's house, like broke into their house and put a goat in the house.
Maybe she had watched a couple of episodes of
what show you don't watch and they put a goddamn goat in the house.
No, Grey's Anatomy or something where they're having maybe rush week or something.
Well, first of all, Grey's Anatomy, they were residents.
Yes, I know.
So they were clean up out of school, so they was early 20s.
Yeah.
They weren't 40.
No, they weren't no 40.
And these doctors in this book were head of the department.
Good, they weren't head of nothing but stupidity.
The book was trash. And then I told y'all about the discharge.
The what?
The discharge.
The discharge through it. I was done after that.
Wait, when you say discharge, you mean a patient being discharged from
discharge?
I know. I know.
I told you that. I told y'all that.
Yeah, he did.
She said the lady, the man asked her to show up without no panties on. And she said, I can't be walking around with no panties on. What about discharge? I said, ma'am, take that out. Take that out the book.
I hope we're not writing from personal experience. I just don't.
Girl, the lady asked me why. I told her to take that out the book. She said, why? She said, I need to explain her.
I can't help you.
Why she shouldn't say that.
Do you normally tell them? Shut up, Leila.
Don't nobody say that.
Leila E Hart.
Exactly.
Stop talking.
Leila E Hart. Even if it's true, why would that ever be your response?
In a book. In
anything. Why would you say that?
Yeah. Why would you say that?
If you're not talking to your OBGYN, don't you ever say that. Ever.
Like 2 seconds before we about to get it in. That's your response to me. And then I'm gonna still do it. But more of the stories I finally get through them.
Moral of the
story. She probably gonna ask me to beta read for her no more though, but
proud of you.
She probably not gonna ask me to beta read no more. She gonna take me off her list.
Well,
but I be speaking the truth. I be trying to tell the people. I'm trying to save you from your Amazon reviews.
No, I'm trying to save you from you. I'm trying to save you from you because you go.
I'm here to tell you what the people don't want to tell you.
Oh, they can tell her. It's gonna be somebody that's gonna tell her.
Ain't nobody tell her because the way she sent the book was a Google Doc, and so you can like add comments to it, and so I can see the other beta readers' comments, like the stuff that they saying.
They're like, "Oh, girl, this shit is good."
They telling her the good. I ain't got no book for the bad, so I mean,
oh my.
The book was so long though. That was part of the reason why it took me so long to finish it, because it was so long.
So hence, don't send your book to Rayn if you don't want the real.
If you really don't want a realistic read and like a realistic feedback, definitely don't.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. But I will say this though. See, I'm talking about it right here, but I ain't said like nine. I ain't telling y'all nothing. Book. I mean, I done told y'all, but you know what I'm saying. I ain't telling people. But so but everything I'm gonna say to you. And that's part of the reason why I don't, you don't see me post. Although we have been reading some misses lately, but I be like, I can't be giving these people no review on the TikTok.
Oh no, you don't.
Because y'all really
gotta meet a certain quality to get a TikTok.
Yeah. I be wanting to tell it. I be wanting.
Don't you be want to be like, oh, I want to just
because I want to, because I'm trying to save the people the time that I had to waste. Yeah, because ain't nobody out here speaking the truth. Because
I want to ask you a question so bad, but I ain't gonna do that.
Do it. Who? Ask it. Shannon, do it.
Ask me a question.
No, we got a private chat.
Well, I'm saying, I be seeing these books, people be hyping these books up. They be hyping them so hard, and I'm like, what was you reading?
They didn't read.
But I did see a girl on TikTok, and she was like, she talk about books or whatever, but she stopped giving her rating because
private chat Rayn.
Because one person's like 5, might be another person's 2. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now that same person gave a book that I gave a 5.
Sure is good.
Gave that book like a 3 or something like that. And so
the one that we partook in, it's another one. Oh well, I don't know then, because that last one was a bullshit.
I ain't got no chat.
Yes, you did. Hit private chat.
Private chat.
Oh,
she on her phone. You can't see. Excuse me.
My bad. I thought we was sending it to the thing. Oh, I don't know yet.
Oh, you ain't. Oh, okay.
Although I ain't finished that one yet, but so far, although I'm probably like maybe 10% into the book. It's not giving catfish.
That's good.
You say it's not? That's good.
Not yet. But again, I ain't that far into the book.
Okay. Well, maybe next week we can actually announce what this book we're talking about is, since we're talking about it now.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't have the same. It ain't giving. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's not giving. It's not so hard at that.
Yeah,
I haven't finished it though, or I haven't really started because I wanted to finish that beta book because I was supposed to finish that, and I got another one I got to finish by the 1st.
It's so many I gotta finish. Ridiculous.
Yeah, but so far I'm not mad at it.
I got a 3-hour trip tomorrow. I'm gonna finish something.
You ride?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You get my son is going to Austin for a field trip, and he can't go. He ain't finna go without me. I gotta keep my eye.
You seen that TikTok where the girl put the little apple tag in her baby ponytail?
With her ponytail? My sister wants to get that. I said, oh damn.
And be serious. Like I should have thought about that.
Me and my sister, we're trying to come up with our $1 million, our thing, we still working on it, but you know how people be having like,
don't say nothing if that's one of your ideas on here.
Please. No, it's already been created, but I thought of it first. You know how people have like, I thought about this before it was, so fuck it. You know how people have like the Anabac holders that they put on their keychains with a little silicone holder?
Oh yeah.
I thought about doing that shit. I thought about doing that for what are those things that kids carry in? Car seats. And I was like, they should make those for bottles, things that can attach to things that kids. They came out with it like 7 months later. But in my mind, I was like, that shit would be gold. I feel like Shark Tank wouldn't like me though.
The question is it patented?
It is. I looked.
It is.
I looked because I was about to steal.
I love Shark Tank. Y'all ever watch Shark Tank?
I can't watch Shark Tank.
They make me mad. They make me mad.
Why?
I feel like Shark Tank and Judge Mathis, they piss me the fuck off.
I don't watch Judge Mathis no more. Why Shark Tank?
Because they're very condescending in that show sometimes. Not all the time, but a lot of the time they're super condescending. And I feel like
only Kevin and
the bald-headed dude. Who's that guy?
Kevin.
That's Kevin.
I can't stand that motherfucker.
And what is his name? Mark or whatever.
Mark
Cuban.
Yeah,
Mark Cuban.
He's not so bad. He's not
Kevin
so bad
all the time.
But Kevin is a bitch. I can't stand that motherfucker.
Yeah, I can't.
You know who make my ass itch? You know who make my ass itch? Lori ass. Lori make my ass itch.
Why?
She make my ass itch. I could not, just her face, her mannerisms, and how she talk. It just be like, shut up. Shut up. You know how we do on QVC, and yes, this is how we do it on QVC. You know, I made it millions on QVC. Shut up.
I think if I went on there, the only people I would even want to deal with would be
her.
No, I want Mark or
Mark is kind of laid back because he gonna let you. Here's the thing, he'll give you room.
I don't mind Mark,
but you might hang yourself.
Do you know Mark just sold the Mavs for $3 billion?
I can believe it. Mark about his money, and Mark, the only thing I don't like is when he be trying to like he give you a deal and he know he want it and he'll like put a time limit on you. He ain't gonna he like, if you even entertain these, I'm out.
Yeah.
And so
you gotta take it now.
Like
I'm out.
You can't collaborate with other people with me.
Yeah, what's the guy that be on the
What's
other
it, Pat?
Black guy?
Pat? Is it Pat? Not Damon. Pat. Is his name Pat?
No, it ain't Pat.
It's something short.
I can't think his name. The Croatian guy. I can't think his name.
Yeah.
Sometimes they change the judges, so.
Well, they always be on the.
No, we talk about the main ones.
Yeah. What is his name?
Robert. What's her name? Hervek.
Kurtzbeck or something.
Robert.
He whatever. Robert or Mark. Them would be the two I want. Me and Barbara wouldn't get along.
You don't like Barbara?
We wouldn't get along.
You and Barbara?
We wouldn't get along. Our personalities wouldn't mesh. She seemed like she liked to run shit.
I just still can't believe they didn't take the guy who created Rayn.
Who created
what?
The
Rayn?
The Rayn
campus. Oh,
they denied him. They said no to his ass.
You know who else?
I was about to say Nas created Rayn, didn't he?
Some white guy did.
Mm-mm. You know who else they said no to? The man who is now, he does the single serve wine on like planes and stuff.
Smart as fuck.
They said no to his ass.
But they got Scrub Daddy.
Oh no, Nas was an investor in the Ring app.
Yeah, the Ring that started as a dog camera, which is crazy. And they said no to because it's supposed to be a dog camera. They said no.
Oh, and that's why they said no.
But
some of them under their pitch be crazy, or they be asking for too much money. But the man who did the single serve wine, he went on there. They told his ass no, they didn't make a deal. And now he is one of the sole providers for like when you go on airplanes and you want a glass of wine and they had a little single serve. You just like take the little covering off the glass of wine or whatever. $1 billion. And they told his ass no. So
they told the Lip Bar no too, and they got deals in Targets everywhere. Yep. The Lip Bar.
The Lip Bar.
Yeah, it's a Black-owned company that makes cosmetics.
Like
she started with different shades of lipstick, and now they're in Targets everywhere. They told her no.
Sometimes they be going on there and they know they don't want a deal. They want the exposure, and they get on there for the exposure. And then sometimes what they're asking for is so outrageous.
They know they're gonna
and you can't go down.
Yeah,
like they come in there. Somebody was just asking for like $500,000 for 10%. That means you have valued your company at $5 million, but you ain't got no fucking sales. Your ass ain't want no deal.
You just want the exposure.
Or you got pre-sale. You on pre-sale, like you ain't made nothing. These are pre-sale projections. You know what else is good? I don't know if y'all ever watched it, but The Prophet, Mark Lemonis.
I used to watch that. I don't know.
I feel like I've heard of that.
That used to be my shit.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
That used to be my shit right there. I love that show. Cause he take businesses that's already established and flips them.
Yeah.
And he tells them, hey, you know, if you want me to do this, I got to take over the business from here on out, and then we'll discuss terms. And he takes it and he revamps it. It's failing businesses, and he revamps them. And,
I used to watch it. I think I watched a couple episodes. I don't know.
It was so good. That used to be my show. Them money making shows be having me. I'd be like,
you know what show really gets me?
Y'all.
What show gets me is Undercover Boss.
Some of that shit I'd be like, yeah, you don't know this.
Why? How
it's not even the whole scene, it's the end when they be giving them shit. It'd be the people that is on almost death homeless. And you'd be like, and here's $20,000. I'd be like, oh,
come on, they get me sometimes, get you choked up.
I'd be crying.
I'd be crying and stuff.
I watch more than 2 or 3 episodes of that shit. I'd be like,
I think what aggravates me about that, and I had to stop watching it, you know what you're paying people before you took your ass on this show. You knew that people are struggling, that, you know, if y'all don't provide childcare, and if you've done any type of research about your company, you've seen call-ins, your turnover, and all of those things, because you should have exit interviews. Why are people, why is our turnover so high? What have been the issues? You know that before this.
But some of them people be so high up, they are so far removed from the regular,
and that's sad.
And they probably never did the job either. Like they probably started the company.
And some of them can't. When they go in there, they cannot.
They cannot.
They cannot. You have all this education, and you want them to do this, and you have time. Like it's time to do this, and you can't do it. But it's crazy that you have an expectation of somebody else who has to have this job in order to live.
It's crazy. Some of that stuff though, I'd be like, who would just, not to say they wouldn't, because I know some people just get diarrhea of the mouth. But if I had a new employee and I'm just training them, I'm not going to be telling these people my whole life story in the first 2 seconds. But that episode where that man bought that black lady with that big old her house.
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
That one right there was good. He bought that lady a house. And I think he gave her money for her son to go to school.
It was like $10,000. It's like it's a drop in the bucket for them in the long haul. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'd be like, you just changed this person's life.
Absolutely.
That's what gets me. I'd be in there.
That's the money that they should have been paying all the employees. They giving them raises that y'all took and gave to one person. That's what it really was. But every now and then they get me. But some of that stuff, I be like, ain't no way in the world you done went and told this random person that you used to be a prostitute and now all of a sudden you change your life over. I just got off the pole last week. Girl, oh my God. You know them people, I'm talking about, they be like, come on, they would get your uniform. So how long you been working here? I just started here yesterday. But I was a crack addict and my daddy.
Oh my gosh.
And I prostituted to support the habit.
Me and my son, we living out of our car. We gonna make it. I don't even know I had to walk to work. And who says that to the people on the first day?
On the first day.
It ain't even gonna be, y'all can't even wait to.
And they knew you gonna run the folks off.
Y'all ain't even gonna do like he worked there a weekend and then maybe y'all hung out, and now he had to. You asked him, like, hey, let's go hang out. He said, well, I ain't got no car, and then y'all leave into that. You just, hey, my name John. What's your name? Sheila, but my name used to be Bob. Girl. I'm going through some change.
Oh my God.
I'm still saving
this
up.
This is why we can't go more than 2 weeks without talking. Because this right here.
We can't. Look, we can't. This live finna be long as hell. And I don't even care. Because we ain't even. Look, y'all getting all of y'all what y'all supposed to get last week.
Next time you watch Undercover
5 minutes is the
it
review.
take them to start revealing their whole life story. Y'all know that don't make
20 minutes
you
in,
do not tell strangers.
everything.
Y'all don't be telling strangers.
No, me and my husband, we started watching the old wife swaps.
Man,
said, this is the bow. This shit right here. They always got
some of this shit, and some of them people kids.
It'd be like
I'll be in jail.
The most racist family with the blackest family.
But they did this shit on purpose. They do it on purpose because they want to. They do. I mean, first of all, I don't know how people didn't fight. They needed the drama, but they found like if some people are like, well, all we do is eat sweets and we don't exercise. They find the most. I mean, the people are real vegan. Yeah. Sticklers, we're in the gym 7 times a day, and
what be
muscles have muscles, and then you get this wife. She like, yeah, I fried. She's like, I fried the fried and dipped it in some sugar, and that's what we having for dinner tonight. And then they're like, don't eat this, and then so she'll get mad. Well, first she'll do their rules. And then whenever they eating all that bull,
all that shit away.
And then they be mad. She's like, but I followed your rules and ate 2 stalks of celery last week. What am I supposed to do?
I think the craziest one I saw was when the guy was like super misogynistic and he was like, women are supposed to cook meals, they're supposed to wear makeup. And the other girl, she was a fire chief captain. And so she's like, fuck all this. But she was like, I look good. She was black and he was white. And man, that shit was funny. I was dying. I was like, you couldn't put them together in any kind of situation normally, and they would even talk to each other.
Right?
I like the celebrity wife swap.
I never seen Celebrities.
What's that man name that has the funny? I cannot think of his name. He's like, I cannot think of his voice and his name. He's a short man.
Danny DeVito?
No. Yeah. Yes, he is. No.
That's all I got.
Oh, his voice is so crazy. He's a comedian. He's a comedian.
I can hear the voice. I bet I know who you talk. I can hear the voice.
If you show me a picture of him, I can tell you.
I'm about to tell you his name. Hold on. No.
I seen the one with Coolio.
Did y'all know Don't Let Her Stay video got 101 views?
Don't Let Her Stay. Oh, from that book?
Huh?
He's doing something.
Wow.
Gilbert Don't Let Her Stay.
Oh, Gilbert Godfrey.
Oh,
that's annoying. Annoying as
you could have said. You could have been like Iago from Atlanta. Aladdin.
Oh yes, he was the doggone bird, wasn't it? Lord have mercy.
He was.
Him on Wife Swap. Their episode was funny as shit.
I'm gonna have to go watch. I like the
he swapped with Alan Thicke. And Alan Thicke Bougie Gilbert.
That was Paula Patton, whatever her name was Paula Patton or whatever back in the day.
Her father-in-law. That was her father-in-law.
Wait, what?
Robin Thicke.
Not Robin Thicke.
Alan Thicke.
The daddy. So he had a younger wife, and he rolling in the dough. Gilbert Godfrey is I'm cheap. Like that shit was stupid.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that one.
Oh,
I like any of the celebrity wife swaps.
Oh, that's funny.
They had Coolio on there one time. I think Flavor Flav did an episode.
Oh Lord,
was it Flav? Because you ain't necessarily got to be married,
right? Just life partners.
I think it was somebody else. Most of the time they be like interracial couples. Weirdly enough,
they do.
I guess
they watching our videos. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going through our videos. What you call it? CNA Thoughts got 188 views.
Not CNA Thoughts.
You surprised?
Lovely bad things got 196 views.
Okay, sisters and
what was Lovely Bad Things? Oh, that was what book was that?
The cop, right?
That's not Lovely Bad.
Trish Wolf. Yeah. Okay.
Was it about what cop?
That was when she was in a sociology or some crazy shit, and it was a detective, and it was like
they was trying to find out who was killing the people.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was high in philosophy. on that book.
I remember you said The Cop, and I was like, I ain't care for that book, but I thought I liked Lovely Bad
Was
Things.
she some kind of she was helping the police?
I know. I mean, I remember the book, but I don't know why I thought it was titled something else.
Lovely Bad
But I
Things,
remember.
yeah.
I remember what it looked like.
You ain't got that book.
I know damn well I ain't got that. Baby, I ain't got nothing. My shelf is reserved for 5 stars. Either a 5-star book, somebody I personally know, or somebody gifted me the book and I ain't bad. But if I spent my coin, it's a 5-star book.
My coin.
I know,
Or at least because this product plan series up here, all the books up there ain't 5-star. But I mean, if I got to get the 5-star, I got to get the series. You know what I'm saying?
I got to get the whole series.
Yeah. Because Ethic is the star of the show.
I thought you like what's his name better than Ethic in Butterfly.
Butterfly, right? But I'm right. I like not Messiah. What's the other one?
I can't remember.
Not Messiah. It's the other man. I can't think of his name. But him, yeah, he bumped Ethic out the way. But because I had to get them, you got to start at the beginning. If I got to get Moth to Flame, I can't just get Ethic. True. I mean, I can't get Product Plan 4 because 1 through 3 was whatever. So I might well just get it. That's how I do what I do.
Okay.
I gotta get the last Butterfly though. The last Butterfly book.
Oh, you got all of it now?
I bought all of them at the same time, but the last Butterfly, the hard copy or the paperback wasn't out. It was just a digital copy when I read it. So I just gotta go back. I gotta buy it. I think it's 5 or 6 or whatever the last Butterfly is. And I bought all them raggedy looks. I bought all of them. I got all the whole series. The Christmas with the Okafors.
Oh Lord, not the whole series.
I bought all of them.
Oh, you were committed.
I read all of them because I could have kept Lux though.
Lux was I can't remember Lux. I think I read Ethic. I didn't read. I read part.
You didn't read Lux. Lux is the one I was just the one I just was talking. I did the recap. I just did the TikTok. That's what they did.
Okay.
With Blue, the crackhead.
Not the crackhead.
Juice crackhead.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. So we're gonna continue talking this week.
All right, what's our book for next week again, guys?
Chaos
Welder.
Chaos Welder by A.E. Crosby.
All righty. I'm dead. Why are you even here?
Oh, I said go away. I just saw Shannon on Facebook.
Why are you even here? If you single, I mean, if we single, you single too. Baby. Anyways,
wait a minute. This
video you don't see the comment?
Who's Paul Peters? You're lame. Mm-hmm. Go away.
Right. Anyway,
because
ain't none of us single. Goodbye. Have a great day.
Oh, girl.
But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Clearly, it's
Make
for
sure
the illiterate because it says it's a book talk. Dum.
Right. But anyways, what you call it? Make sure y'all tune in next week as we talk about the Chaos Builder by A.E. Cosby. Next week will be on Wednesday. We're gonna bump it back to our original hours at 8:00.
CST.
You make sure y'all tune in.
8:00 Central Standard.
Yes, 8:00. Yep. But y'all get a post. Y'all know where it's at. So
y'all see us when you see us.
You'll see us. Y'all have a great rest of y'all.
Until next time. Bye.